This is the latest and the best CAC company registration video tutorial on the internet. You guys have been waiting, and here is the best video online that showed you how to do your limited liability company registration on the newly upgraded CAC ICRP portal. My videos are different from all other videos because I won't hide any details, and yet you won't find any flaw on this video. So watch everything and you will become a CAC company registration guru. I also have the latest business name registration video tutorial in the video description if that is what you want to see. Meanwhile, I have a CAC Masterclass for those of you that are interested in being CAC registration agent and you want to make money with CAC registration. And my Masterclass is both for pre-incorporation and post-incorporation. Though this video show you everything, but if you are using CAC registration for business, you need more than just one case scenario to be a guru. So join my over 100 CAC agent community for just 10K. Chat me using the WhatsApp link in the video description. Let's get right to the video.
Alright, so the first thing you want to do is to open your browser and you want to type in icrp.cac.gov.ng. If you have been doing CAC registration before and you use the pre.cac.gov.ng, it's also going to redirect you automatically to the ICRP portal, and then it's going to bring you to this point. Okay, so what you want to do here, if you already have an account with the CAC and you want to do your own registration on that your account, is for you to just come here and log in. But if you're doing it on behalf of somebody, maybe you're an agent and you're not using the accredited agent portal, so it will mean that you have to open a brand new account for that individual to register their business, and you must use the owner of the account's detail to register this business. If not, it's going to show your name, and that is exactly what you don't want. So all you need to do is just to click on sign up here and then just come to this public user here, just follow the prompt, and then it's going to send a verification link to your email address. You click on the verification link and it's going to open an account for you. It's as simple as that. But if you already have an account, all you need to do is just to click on login here, and then you can log in with your username, your email address, your phone number, or your accredited agent portal if you're an accredited agent. Okay, so I want to log in with my email address. Okay, so I'm going to choose email address and then I'm going to click the login button. It's going to send an OTP to my registered email address, and the OTP lasts for just 1 minute. So I'm going to go to my inbox now. Okay, and I've seen my OTP, so I'm just going to type in the OTP in here, and then I'm going to submit, and once I do, it's going to open my portal for me. Now the reason why you're seeing all of this here is because I have done a lot of jobs, both good jobs and test jobs. Yes, that's why you're seeing all of this detail. In your own case, if you don't see all of this information, it doesn't matter. Okay, so what we want to do here is to register a company or a limited liability company. You want to be sure that you are on this name reservation tab. Okay, you can either be here, you can be on name requiring consent, and you can be in registration. So what you want to be is the name reservation. Okay, once you click on the name reservation, it's going to bring in this new reservation. So if in your own case what you're saying is register new business, that means you're on the registration tab and not on the name reservation tab. Okay, so once you're here, you want to click the green name reservation here, and it's going to bring this up for you. Here you have your business classification and your business type, so you're going to click on this drop down arrow and then you want to pick company here. All right, for business type, you're going to come here and then you're going to choose your private company limited by shares, except you're registering other kinds of company. But this is a limited liability company, which is the major company, registration that most of us do. So you're going to select that, and once you do, this continue button is going to highlight, so you're going to click on that and it's going to drop down this particular option for you. So here is where you want to do your name availabilities check. Okay, so here you want to type in the name of the company that you're trying to register. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now. So here in the nature of business category, you want to click on the drop down arrow and then you want to pick the one that best suits your company registration. Okay, so I'm not going to come all the way here, and then just in case you're trying to do a registration and you can't find what you think best describe your business here, you just have to try to pick one. Just pick anyone that is closely or most closely related to whatever it is you want to do. So you're going to pick that, and then for the specific nature of business, once again, you want to click on this, and then you want to come here and pick the specific nature of business. And once you have done that, you'll be able to check the availability of this name. Okay, so I'll go ahead and click on check availability. If the system refuses or denies your availability, you have to go back to the business name and adjust it. You can add to it, you can remove from it, you can change the whole thing entirely again until it's accepted. So you can see mine is accepted. So all I need to do is to click on the continue button. Okay, and once I do, you can see here that it shows marked here. So what I want to do right now, and remember that once you make a payment now, you cannot change all of these categories again. So make sure you're choosing the right categories for yourself before you continue to make payments. So once you're good and you're sure that what you've done is good, you want to click on continue to payment here. Okay, and it's going to require that you pay your reservation fee of 500 naira, even though it's going to be about 663 naira because of the little charges from the banks. But one thing I always say is that before you go ahead to make this payment, make sure that you copy this RRR code and then you want to save it somewhere. The reason is because sometimes you might be deducted from your bank and then the system will not confirm your payment. In that case, you will need this RR code to verify your payment. So make sure you just keep it somewhere in case if you will need it. So you can go ahead now and click on the remitter payment option here. Okay, so it's going to bring out this for you. Of course, you can select any of your payment option, the one that best suited, or the one that is best suiting to you. I always love to use the card. Okay, so all I need to do is just to fill in my card details. Of course, you know how to make online payment. So just go ahead, pick your best option, and then you make your payments. Alright, so once your payment is completed successfully, it's going to automatically redirect you back here. And as you can see here, you have your availability code. Again, you may want to copy it and save somewhere. Now, if you want to continue this registration right away, all you need to do is to click on the continue to filing. But if you want to suspend it for another time, then you can always click on go to home. It's going to be saved, and then you can continue the registration later. So I'm going to click on continue to filing. Again, if you're not new to company registration, then a lot of things here is going to be familiar for you. Okay, so as you can see, we have 9 quick, easy processes that we're going to go through in order to get this business registered, as you can see here. Okay, so we are in page 1. As we get to the next pages, I'll just be telling you so that I don't waste time, trying to explain all of them and then going back to them. So what we want to do here is that we want to fill in the company details here. I believe everything here is very self-explanatory. You can see here that the company name is already pre-generated for us here. Okay, so all you need to do here is just to fill all of this information, but let me quickly just touch on the principal business activity, which you have to fill yourself, okay, by clicking the drop down arrow and choosing the ones that are best describe your company, and then you want to do the same for the specific business activity. But unlike the business name where you don't have the opportunity to manually include your business description or activity, here you can always do so. So just in case, if while trying to fill in your principal business activity and your specific business activity, maybe you don't get a particular category that exactly describes your business, you can always do that here. You have the opportunity to write in the description of the business activity. That is what your business is all about. And like I used to say, if you're writing this, you want to make sure that you write them in business 10. Don't come here writing the goals and the objectives of your business or how your business is going to be helping people and all of those things. CAC is not interested. If you are into farming, tell them that you are into farming. Tell them the kind of farming that you are into. What they want here is the business. What is the business about? And make sure that it's something that if even a 5-year-old boy hears it, they know that, okay, this is a business that is strictly into profit making. So for anything that you put here and it's not profit making, CAC will query you. So for example, if you are telling them your goals and all of those things that you write in your, in your proposals and all of those things, so long it doesn't exactly explain that this is a business that is into buying and selling or profit making, and anybody can easily understand, then you stand a chance or the risk of being queried. So you want to just put that at the back of your mind while filling this. All right, so every other thing is just the same thing, just simple details of the business, the addresses and all of those. So I'll go ahead and quickly fill all of this now, and then we will continue. All right, so once I'm good with this now, I'll just click on save and continue, and it's going to take us to the next step. All right, so this page is the article of association page. Okay, here you don't need to type in anything. All you need to do is just to come to this green button that says adopt default article of association, click on it. I want to click on it, scroll all the way down, and then you're going to see the witness option here. Now, if you're used to the old portal, you will know that it's still the same thing, but there's just a little bit of repositioning, okay? So what I'll do right now is just to click on the add new witness here, and then this information page is going to open up again. Again, this is very straightforward. All you need to do here again is just to fill in this form for the witness for this company. Now, one thing you need to know about the witness is that the witness of this company cannot be a director in this company. The witness in this company cannot be a shareholder in this company, and the witness must be an adult, okay? That's all it takes. So just get somebody who can stand in as a witness, get all of this information, fill them up just as you did before, and then we're going to continue. So I'll quickly go ahead and do that now. And once you're sure you've done a good job, just click on this add and continue, and then it's going to take you to the next page. All right, so here it gives you the opportunity to preview your witness information that you have just saved. If you're good with what you think you have done, then you come to this save and continue button, click on that, and it's going to take us to the next page. All right, so it's going to bring you to this page where you have to adopt the default article of association. You can see here that it's giving you an opportunity here to type in your own. You don't want to type in your own, just adopt the one that CAC has pre-made for you already. So click the button and then just scroll all the way down, and then click the save and continue button. All right, so it's going to take us to this page. This is the object of memorandum, where once again you need to state what this business is all about. Okay, so the other one was just the general description, and here is object, so you can add more than one object here. So here you just want to describe basically, again, in business term or in profit making term, what this business does. All right, so once you add the first object here, all you need to do, if you have more than one, is to click the add object, and then you're going to add as many as you want. But like I used to advise, the fewer objects you want to add, the better for you, and you don't want to use several unnecessary terms. Like I said, you want to use goals and all of those things. Once your information is too many, you are giving CAC the opportunity to find something to query. So let it be simple and straight to the point. So I'll go ahead and add my objects here, and once I'm done, I'm going to click the save and continue button. All right, so here is simple. All you need to do here is just to click on the select type here, and then you want to choose director, and then you want to continue. Okay, and it's going to bring you up to this page. So here is where you're going to fill in the details of the director of this company, and if this company has more than one director, of course you want to add the information of every director that are in this company. So I'll go ahead and do that. Like I said, it's just the simple information like you have been filling already, nothing serious. Just look at it, make sure you fill the right things, and then you're going to continue. But let me also chip in here that you don't want to click on this hide address from public. As you can see, if you do so, it's going to charge you extra 25,000 naira. Except you know what you're doing, you want to leave this place open. And finally here, if you want this director to also be a shareholder in the company, you want to toggle this on. Okay, so once I'm done doing all of this, I'll come to this add and continue button and click on that. Okay, so here if you want to add a second director, you want to click on the continue button here, and then you're going to repeat all of the processes. But as you can see, the first detail of the first proprietor has been successfully saved here. So once I'm done filling all the form for all the directors, that is if I have more than one director, I will just click save and continue. All right, so here you just want to cancel this. Of course, you can take a look at it for educational purpose. All right, so what that list is actually for is for a special category of business. So if your business fall into any of those special categories, you will have to choose the minimum share capital for each of them. All right, so here is where you need to pay a very close attention to. This is the share allotment page. It's a page where a lot of persons do make a lot of error in. Like I said, if your business does not fall into any of those categories that CAC has put into those special categories we just cancelled now, what you want to do is to come to this type of company here. You click on it and choose entity with shares below 5 million, which is always the first option. Okay, so here at the total company issued share capital, you want to manually fill in the minimum share capital or the total share capital of the company you're trying to register. Most times for most normal businesses, I usually choose between 500,000 to ₦1 million naira, just in case if you're wondering what to go for. Don't worry, you will not need to make this payment. It's just for official purpose only. So here I'm choosing ₦1 million naira. All right, so I'm going to scroll here, and here you want to choose equity or ordinary, and again you want to type in the 1 million naira that you just chose a while ago. All right, so here divided into, what you want to do here is just to input the total amount that you have chose. In this case, I'm still using my 1 million naira. You want to type it. Okay, and as you can see here, you want to make sure that you have one here after you're done. So once you have done this, you want to come to this add share breakdown and click on that. Okay, so once you have done that, now when we're filling the details of our shareholder or the director, remember we use the director as the shareholder in this registration, we did not fill the share capital that each of those shareholders are going to be owning because we have not gotten to this page. Okay, so the way it works now is that after you have filled in your share breakdown here, you want to scroll down to where you have your shareholders here. Remember, we have already used our directors as shareholders, so we're going to come back to these edit details here, and then we're going to come down here, and then we're going to scroll all the way down, and then we're going to come here where we have share allotment. Again, you want to choose equity here, and then here you want to divide the number of shares. Remember that the way this works is that if you have ₦1 million naira share, you must share that 1 million between all your shareholders. In this case, the two directors are doubling as two shareholders, and the way we have broken this down here is that one of the shareholders is going to be taking 600,000. We are left with 400,000, right? And then the second shareholder is going to be taking the remaining 400,000, so that 6 plus 4 is going to give us ₦1 million naira. Please, as much as possible, you want to make sure that your share capital sharing is in whole number. You don't want to start using 570 something. I mean, you're just stressing yourself. Okay, round them up to whole number so that your calculations can be easy, and then you're not going to have any error. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to click on update and continue, and then I'm going to repeat the same for the second shareholder, which is also a director. Remember that if in your own case this new shareholder has not been a director, all you need to do is just to input the shareholder manually again. I mean the details of that shareholder, and then just complete everything that we have done here for the shareholder. So that is how it now works in the new portal. All right, so it's going to bring you here. Now the way this works is that if you have a shareholder in a company, that shareholder automatically becomes a PSC of that company if the shareholder has at least up to 5% of the shares of that business. So in this case, one has 60%, one has 40%. Automatically, the both of them are PSCs in this business, okay? But the good thing about PSCs here is that you don't need to fill in anything here. Whatever it is you have filled in your share allotment page, if you did your job well, CAC is going to automatically fix it in there for your PSC. So you don't want to touch anything except you know what you're doing. So all you need to do is just to scroll all the way down and click on save and continue. Okay, so here at the statement of compliance, all you just need to do here is to fill in the details of one of the directors of that company. That's all you need to do here, and it's going to work out fine. Okay, so once you are done filling the form, just come down and check this box that says I confirm the requirement of these companies, and then you want to come to this save and continue. And once you do, it's going to bring you to the upload page where you need to upload the means of identification of your directors and your shareholders, the signature of the directors and shareholders, okay? And if you have any other certificate to prove the business you're doing, for example, there are some business registrations that require you to upload a proficiency certificate to prove to CAC that you are licensed to practice. Maybe you want to open a law firm, an hospital, a school, and businesses like that. Okay, once you have all of those, so what you want to do is to just go ahead and upload all of your documents in correct format as you are seeing here. All right, and then if you scroll all the way down here in the others section, you can actually upload extra things. Maybe, for example, you are trying to register a company that require that you show a proof that you are licensed to practice. For example, if you're opening an hospital, for example, you need to have a proof that you can practice, okay? For businesses like hospital, like school, like a law firm, you need to upload a proficiency certificate and several others anyways, okay? So once you have uploaded all your documents, all you need to do is to save and continue. And once you do that, it's going to direct you to the preview page where you have to look at every information you have submitted from the very start to the end, and then you look all through, and once you are satisfied and you see that every detail is well imputed, you go ahead and make payment. For small companies, you make 10,000 naira payment for your filing, and then depending on your minimum share capital, you're going to pay your stamp duty. All right, so briefly, you're paying the filing fee and the stamp duty. Okay, like I said, anytime you're making your payment, just make sure that you copy out your RR code and keep it somewhere just in case if you need it to verify those payments later. Okay, and once you're done making your payment, the system will redirect you automatically back to this home page where your application will be pending. Now, because it's a company, you might just have to wait for a few days, possibly. For now, it's not as fast as they promised. Sometimes it could just happen in the same day, sometimes it could take 2 or 3 days depending. Okay, just keep checking it, and then once your application has been approved, you're going to see it here as approved, and all you need to do is to come here, click here, and then you'll be able to download your documents.
All right, so it's easy. This is how to go about doing your CAC company registration. Please, of course, you should like this video right now and help me share it so that more persons can get to see this video. And if you are not subscribed visitor to this channel and you want to see more marketing videos and more CAC videos like this one, I have a lot of them on my playlist. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. And of course, more videos are coming. I'm soon going to show you how to do your NGO, or what we call the Incorporated Trustees registration. So make sure you turn on the alert notification so that YouTube can recommend and let you know when I release these videos. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.